Good morning students. In our previous video lecture class, we have discussed what is the behavior of a purely resistive circuit when AC supply is given to it. On that study, we have seen when a resistive circuit is excited by a AC supply, then the phase difference between voltage and current is zero. It means they comes under same phase but differ in magnitude. Means the power factor angle is zero. So the power factor is unity and power consumed by the circuit is the product of RMS value of voltage and current. Today class we will discuss what is the behavior of an inductive circuit when AC supply is given to it. So let us consider an inductor, purely inductor, having the inductance of L and connect it across a AC source of supply having the instantaneous value of voltage is Vm sin omega t. Take it as equation number 1. So what happens if you give the alternating voltage to this inductive circuit? Alternative current is flowing through the circuit by which EMF is induced in the inductive coil. Let this is VL. According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the magnitude of this induced EMF is L di by dt. Take it as equation number 3. Equation number 2. Assume that this inductor have 0 ohmic losses, means it is purely inductive, no resistance part is there. So these two values, equation 1 and equation 2 are equal. Whatever supply voltage is the induced voltage across the inductor. So from this equation, it is Vm sin omega t is equal to L di by dt. If you derive this equation number 3, you get the value of current I. If you derive equation number 3, you get the value of current I. So if you simplify this equation number 3, it became di is equal to 1 by L Vm sin omega t dt. And if I integrate this equation on the both sides, if I integrate this equation, it is integration 1 by L Vm sin omega t dt. You integrate this part with respect to time t. I take Vm by L is the constant part, I take it outside, I integrate sin omega t dt. It gives Vm by L omega minus cos omega t. Okay. By omega. So the equation became Vm by omega L minus cos omega t. I may write minus cos omega t as sin omega t minus 90 degree. And in radian, it is sin omega t minus pi by 2. Here, Vm by omega L is IL. Here, Vm by omega L is IL. Sin omega t minus pi by 2. Equation 4, it represents the instantaneous value of current flowing through the inductor, where omega L is Xl, which is called as inductive reactance, and omega L is called as angular frequency 2 pi f, where f is the supply frequency in hertz and omega is the angular frequency in radian per second, and Im is Vm by omega L, or you may write it as Vm by Xl. So from equation 4 and 1, from equation 1 and 4, if you compare these two equations, you come into conclusion that the voltage and current phasor. Okay, you may say that current lags the voltage by an angle of 90 degree, or voltage leads the current by an angle of 90 degree. So if you draw the phasor diagram, how it comes? Suppose this is the voltage phasor and current phasor is 90 degree lagging, or pi by 2 radian lagging. This is the current phasor. Here students, you always remember that the phasor diagram can be drawn by taking the RMS quantity. Means this V and current I are the RMS quantities of voltage and current. You have to remember this point. And what is the RMS value? It is the 1 by root 2 times of the maximum value of an alternating quantity. So students, this diagram represents the phasor diagram for purely inductive circuit when AC is flowing through it. Now, by comparing equation 1 and 4, I draw the waveform diagram. That is the phasor diagram. And if you draw the waveform diagram, how it comes? Suppose this is the voltage. Okay, this is the voltage phasor. This is the voltage phasor with respect to time. And how the current phasor comes? It is 90 degree lagging. 90 degree lagging means this one is 0 to pi. This one is pi by 2. After 90 degree, your current waveform comes. It is differ in phase also and in magnitude also. This is the phasor for current. And for completion, I draw the dotted line here. Clear? This diagram represents the waveform diagram of voltage and current flowing through inductor. Now, here, what is the power factor angle? Here, the power factor angle is phi is equal to minus 90 degree. It is lagging. Okay, 90 degree lagging, or simply write 90 degree lagging. And what is the power factor? Power factor is cos 90 degree, that is 0. It means for purely inductive case, power factor is 0 degree. Next we see power. Instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is product of instantaneous value of voltage and current. Voltage is Vm sin omega t. This is from equation number 1. And current equation is Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. This is from equation number 4. Okay. And if you simplify this equation, you get it is Vm Im sin omega t. And what is sin omega t minus pi by 2? It is minus cos omega t. So, if you simplify these two equations, you get sin omega t cos omega t. Okay, you know that sin 2 theta, the formula is 2 sin theta into cos theta. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta into cos theta. So by using this trigonometric formula, you find this sin omega t cos omega t, it is sin 2 omega t by 2, or I may write it is minus Vm Im by 2 sin 2 omega t. This is the instantaneous value of power. Instantaneous value of power consumed by the inductor. And here it is made equation number 5. From equation 5 we are very clear that the frequency of power is double the frequency of voltage and current. Double the frequency of voltage and current, the instantaneous power. Okay. Next, we draw the waveform for this power. Waveform for this power. See how the power waveform comes. From this two voltage and current waveform, we find the power waveform. During the period 0 to pi by 2, when voltage is positive, current is negative. So their product is negative, you get, students. Again I say here, when the voltage is positive, current waveform is negative. So their product gives the negative result. The power is, in this duration, is negative. Then during 90 degree to 180 degree, both voltage and current are positive. So you get a positive waveform. Again during pi to 180 degree to 270 degree, when current is positive, voltage is negative, so waveform is negative. And 270 degree to 360 degree, both voltage waveform and current waveform are negative, so the power waveform is positive. Clear? And this is the waveform for instantaneous power. Then we go for the calculation of average power. We go for the calculation of average power. How much average power is consumed by the inductor? Average power is during the period of 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. You integrate the instantaneous power with respect to omega t. If you integrate equation 5 with respect to angular displacement omega t, you get it is 0. Take it as equation number 6. Or simply you find the average power consumed by the inductive coil is Vi cos phi. Vi are the RMS value of a voltage and current. And cos phi we already get for inductive case, power factor is 0, so it is 0. Equation 7. Equation 6 and 7, from equation 6 and 7, students, you are very clear that in a purely inductive circuit, the power consumed is 0. So students, in this study, you have learned what is the behavior of an inductive circuit when AC supply is given through it. The first conclusion you get is voltage and current, they are differ by an angle of 90 degree. It means that current leads the voltage when voltage leads the current by an angle of 90 degree, or in the reverse you may say that current lags the voltage by an angle of 90 degree. The second thing is that power consumed by a purely inductive circuit is 0. Third point is power factor of a purely inductive circuit is 0. Okay, and power factor angle is 90 degree lagging. Thank you, students.